This road is just going to be beautiful. This used to be congested up. It used to be a straight arrow road, and you go down here by the War Memorial, which I'll show you guys some of it. And this used to be a bad area here because coming off the IC, which is the interstate, people used to just pull right out and just pull right out. There's a stoplight there. They didn't care. Like I said, it's easy 70 miles an hour, and that's just second gear. First gear in this bike, to get up to like 80, 75, 80 miles an hour. I hadn't tested it really since I had the engine rebuilt. This will be like, it's not his maiden voyage. I had a friend of mine to take it out with me when I took the CBR 1000R. This is the War Memorial here. Okay, and I'll take you guys there one day back and let you see, you know, for a lot of that is American equipment also. They got a lot of Korean equipment there, but there's a lot of it is American equipment. Woo, bumpy, god damn. Yeah, when I was here, this traffic circle wasn't here. You know, this is the fire department there for Chilcote County. Right. Yeah, the main thing, man, is having your radar on, your P's and Q's, you know, and just always looking, observing. See how this dumbass here? Now, this car knew that he had to get over, but he didn't even allow him to do it. But I'm finna get the fuck away from all these fools. That's the object. Look at those right there. Can-Am. Oh man, I gotta come back and see that. They'll be already 80 miles an hour, though. Yeah, man, but to get to this level, it's going to take time. I got a friend of mine, work colleague, let's say, Mr. Lockhart, and I'm teaching him how to ride. I want to take him out with me, but first, I really want him to get used to just riding around the little town, the little city that we're in and shit, because, you know, it's hard for me to not be aggressive because that's what I am. I can actually slow down and ride with him, but, you know, it's going to be things. People are going to ride up in your ass. They're going to do things, you know. Man, I got to get out of this shit. Yep, the object is to stay out of traffic, man. Because people will cut over on you in a minute. You never know. You never know. I gotta learn to have a, you know, a real good topic to talk about. I thought, you know, the motorcycle safety thing was one. Yep. Okay, let me get back on this. How about using your turn signals? That's stuff that you shouldn't have to look down to use. You should know where they are. You should know where your horn is located. You should know where all your components are so you can keep your eyes on the road. You know. I gotta get away from these people. I'm sorry, because this is how you get caught up. And I'm not trying to get caught up. See, I can't see behind the van. If I was behind a car, it wouldn't be that bad, because I can see. But look at what this van is doing. Watch this. All he's doing is impeding traffic. You see what I mean? He's just holding up traffic for no reason at all. See? Radar got to be on, baby. He didn't signal. He didn't make none of his intentions. He just moved over. But now I got to get away from him because he's an ass clown. Now he makes it. Now he does it. He didn't do it the first time. Yeah, and right now I'm going through Chilcote County. Next time I'll take y'all up through the mountains on the CBR. 1000 RRs, because that's my main play toy. This one here, I really want to have it as like a track bike, but I got to work out some kinks and things, you know, to make sure that it's right. And see, that's the difference between having a liter bike. One twist of the throttle, man, you're 80, 90 miles an hour like it's nothing. And it's a beautiful day, man. Most people say it's too hot, but I love the heat, so it's not bothering me at all. And also, man, the jacket. If you notice the jacket I got on, it's a perforated jacket, but the material is supposed to be designed, it's almost as tough as leather, not as quite, but you got to have the padding in it, you got to have everything in it to protect you. Just wearing the jacket by itself is no good. I have elbow pads, I have a back pad. Also, it's designed to where if I wanted to, it would actually zip into my pants, because the pants I have on an Icon special design motorcycle jeans, they actually take a dummy about 200 pounds, put them on the back of a truck and drag it, and show you how the material actually will save your skin compared to a normal pair of jeans, which wears out in about a couple seconds. Now this is the next thing I want to give you, lane splitting. Okay, the object is here is not to be behind this traffic, breathing up all these fucking fumes and shit. Get to the front as quick as you can, get to the front, and then roll on. And it's allowed here, I think some states, California and some places like that I've been reading. As you know, I hadn't been to the States in like 25 years, so I just hear it from, you know, watching YouTube. And when I turn here to 79, this is where I go, and I really go play. I got another route that I got a lot of motorcycle tracks where I get down, but the only time I go there is when I'm in full leather, is when I go act a fool, you know. Other words, I get out there, but only in my full leathers do I get out to act a fool. And I got some heat on me too, baby. This motorcycle's a 1999. And I've kept it up pretty well, you know. Even after Ruiz left, I bought a lot of mods and everything for it, because I thought it was beautiful, and I still think it's beautiful. You know, the newer bikes, they are exceptionally fine, but you know, once you put a little money into something like this right here, your normal street bike, yeah, I can outrun it. But then once you go do the mods, but man, think about it, with 180 something horsepower, you know, and newer bikes are coming out with almost 200. Just think about it, man. At that speed on the street, somebody's got to be last, but you would never be last if you was in a race with 5 or 6 people or whatever else, you know, because you're going to be rolling at such speeds. They're going to have to brake, you're going to have to brake. So it ain't about that. It's really about having the leader machine to get in and out of traffic. But the most nimble is like your 650 or even 750, because like when you're riding through the city or what, like the little town we live in, it sounds so much better. Let's go. Oh shit. It sounds so much better. It sounds so much better because you're able to go through the gears. This bike, if you look, I had to get to 50 miles an hour to shift. In a small, I don't have to, you know, at least that speed to where it sounds right. I can get up, if I wind her up, which I can get up to like 12,000 RPMs, I can wind her up to like 80 or 90. But that's 90 miles an hour already. So if you're looking at the speedometer, hope this thing is about right. And that's just one hell of exhaust I put on there, man. I like it. I like the crack-a-lack and shit. And I did stall it. But I'm gonna run through this like this is a crosswalk. We're allowed to do that too here in Korea a little bit. Yeah, but also put a race transmission in here, you know, because sometimes these older bikes didn't come to where you could just shift them on the fly without using the clutch. You know, my CBR came, and that's what it is, race replica. You know, it's just hellified. It comes with a lot of things, like the steering dampener here that I bought. This thing right there costs about $600, man. And what it does, it keeps me from having that high-speed wobble, or what they call a tank slapper. You know, like after riding a wheelie, you come down and it does this number there like that, shaking. No, man, that's why I got it on. But the one on my CBR, it's automatic, man. It's electronic over hydraulics. You know, an intersection like this, gotta watch. People will pull out on you. And especially the speed I'm going like 60, 70 miles an hour, which this is only like a 40, 45 mile an hour zone. And you pull up on traffic so fast, man, you have to just be on it. You gotta be riding. See how that truck just pulled out for no reason? You pull out normally to beat your ass. Okay, I'm gonna step through this light here a little bit too. Check my neck, step on through. Moving on to the front of traffic, splitting the lane. Oh, no reason to split lane. They're finna move. But I gotta get away from him, he's a fool. Intersection coming up. Yeah, I mean, this is my place to chill cult. I try to get the guys to go this way to go to McDonald's, and McDonald's is right up the street here. I don't eat McDonald's. Every now and then I will, but I don't eat McDonald's to die. I did the research and I found out what the shit has in it and what it'll do for you. It'll do you in. So, alright, stay over there now. Watch yourself. P's and Q's got to be on at all times. See, like this is a dangerous area here because they want to do U-turns, and they're allowed to do U-turns. But they can't judge your speed a lot of times on the motorcycle, you know what I mean? So, you have to be awful careful. This is a crosswalk. Nobody's crossing, so I'm going to creep right on through, as I normally do. Now they jaywalking. And that's the thing about it, man, keeping your eyes on the road and your hands up on the wheel. Well, you don't have a steering wheel, but you know what I mean, hell. And a lot of times, you know, like if you're in the sun, you're allowed to do this. Go ahead and get on up farther so you can get in the shade. If you see that, nope, got a green light, let's go. Now I got water on the street. Now somebody's been leaking water. See this shit here? This will fuck you up. Will fuck your day up. You stay away from it. And that's the most dangerous time in the world on a motorcycle is when it first started raining and afterward. Look at the ass clowns. See what I mean? They want to cut over 3 and 4 lanes. Alright? That water like that, you want to stay away from stuff like that because it's awful slippery. If it was more water, it wouldn't be that slippery. And the reason I don't know, I'm not a scientist, it's just Drew's way, man. Drew's just telling you what keeps him straight, what keeps all of his arms and legs and shit intact. But as you see, there's obstacles everywhere. Every time you go out riding, you got a bunch of idiots, dumbasses, and you have to just keep on your P's and Q's, man. You gotta stay on them. If you don't, then wipe out. You don't want that. That you don't want. Where that shit is coming from, I don't know, but that's dangerous as hell. And I'm gonna have to cut across it soon when I get up a little bit farther because I got to get over to the right lane to go back to Wagon, to where we live. It's just a quick route, man, and my first vlog, my first test is test this GoPro and see how I got it angled and whatever else. And my dumb ass, I got a fucking phone here that has the app on it so I can see where it's facing, but I just spaced it, got off from work, eager to do this vlog and to ride this bike since I got it put back together. Oh Oh man, I gotta cross the water. Always do it straight up, no abrupt move. Look at this ass clown. See, look at him. Look at him. Look at him. He just keep coming. He's a dumbass. And this is what you gotta deal with, man. You have to deal with stupidity and ignorance. Normally, if that water wasn't there, I would not be in this lane. I would be in that lane. But this lane is where the taxis pull out. This is where your bus stops. This is where all your shit go on here. Let me get back over. Get the fuck out of this shit. I don't know why this water's here. Good, we're out of the water now. And another reason why you ride in this lane a little bit off-center is because now you're in the line of sight of the car in front of you, rear view mirror. Just that sound, boy. And I'm a shifting motherfucker too. I love shifting. A lot of guys, they don't know how to blip the throttle. They just shift normal, but shit, I shit a rev matching. I'm a rev matching motherfucker, boy. Now look at him. He know the bus got to come out, but his dumb ass pulled right out in front of that bus anyway. Go ahead, big bus. Go ahead, big boy. All right, you don't want to go. Shit, you got more weight than I do. Let you go. And this is Chilcote. It's got nice girls. If you go up this road here to the right, there's a lot of bars and stuff up there like that. But since I'm not on the Harley and I'm not going, well, I stopped drinking now, almost 2 or 3 months. But normally I go have a beer or two on the Harley. On these I don't too much stop and drink. No, beer or two ain't never hurt nobody really. Well, I guess maybe have. I'm not sure. But because I don't drink anymore, man, and I get to have more fun because